everybody. How are we doing today, Morphicon? Awesome. Your woos fill me with life. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to see you guys. God, this room is so much crazier with all of you sitting in it. That's bonkers. My name is Dan Casey. I am the senior editor of Nerdist.com. I host a weekly show called The Dan Cave.
We were wondering who you were.
But more importantly, I'm like you. I love Power Rangers. When you say that's an accurate description of yourself, you enjoy Power Rangers, you love Power Rangers. See, I'm repping my absolute favorites right now, Mighty Morphin. I remember back in 1993, I had to have those action figures, and I never looked back. And now, 23 years later, Power Rangers is still on the air, and that is one of the coolest things I can think of. And now, I'm very excited to hang out here today with you all, and I'm also very excited because we're going to be bringing out the cast of Power Rangers Dino Supercharged. But, yes, who you should. Before that, though, we have a few epic surprises coming your way, so let's kick things off with a never-before-seen look at the season.
Mia, you are the Red Ranger.
Congratulations!
You guys are awful. Are you serious? It wasn't a dream. Yeah, 13% overhead. What's the income?
6%.
Perfect. I'm gonna do great. Hey, wait. If you want to see an extended version of that blooper reel, head to Power Rangers YouTube channel after this. That's youtube.com/Power Rangers. Now, guys, enough of just me sitting up here by myself. It's kind of lonely up here. So let's get the scoop on some of those moments. If you're ready, let's power up. Please join me in welcoming the cast of Power Rangers Dino Supercharged. Give it up for Yoshi, you know it's coming out the Blue Ranger. Make some noise for Camille Hyde, Shelby, our Pink Ranger. Next up, we have Brennan Mejia Tyler, the Red Ranger. And guys, where's my round of applause for Michael Tabor, aka Riley, the Green Ranger? Now let's keep it going for James Davies, aka Chase, the Black Ranger. Next up, please give it up for Claire Blackwelder, Kendall, our Purple Ranger. Give it for Tommy Santos, the Gold Ranger, Ivan!
Hi everyone, my name is Koda. I was born on Rabbit Hunt. What's up everybody? Woo!
God, Rangers, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm super excited. Let's get into it. To start with, let's talk about that video we just saw So what was it like when you had to come in and go on camera and open up that mystery box and you found a special message inside? What was going through your mind at that exact moment?
Well, I think everyone could tell what I was thinking. I just lost my mind.
Pretty sure a lot of it was fear because we were given those scripts like right then and then. They're like, just read it. We're like, oh, we haven't had time to prepare.
Yeah.
Do I do it like Coda way or do I do it like a normal person?
And so if any of you guys like know about like the casting process, it's very long, it's very extensive. That was probably like the 9th or 10th time we had gone in, no exaggeration. So we had already done our screen test at that point. And a month goes by, I'm literally texting my mom every day. I'm like, I haven't heard anything, Mom, I don't think I got it. And then a month later, my manager calls me, he's like, they want to see you one more time. I'm like, really? I thought I proved myself by now. So I go in, they give us these scripts, and like the nerves were like 10 out of 10, like it was unreal. And so it was like this huge sigh of relief because I worked so hard. I read with all of these amazing actors, with the exception of James because he was in New Zealand. He's so amazing. So it was just an amazing like relief, and it was like just this melting pot of every positive emotion that you could possibly feel. It was amazing.
Well, we saw a whole bunch of emotions during that blooper reel. Did that bring back any memories? Do you have a favorite memory from being on set while filming Dino Supercharged?
Oh, yes.
Oh yes. There was none of Camille tripping. That was like every day.
At multiple times a day. Multiple times, yeah.
No, that was the best part. It's like, you could count, if you were feeling down, you could count Camille tripping and making you
I think filming in New Zealand was pretty nice. Anybody want to talk about when Darby, the frozen yogurt thing?
Oh my gosh. Oh, another one.
Yeah, tell us about this.
Just kidding. Okay, I missed one.
There's a really funny blooper coming up in like the second half of the next season, so stay tuned.
There are a few that I included in that were pretty fun.
So, spoiler, there
Well,
will
I
be
think
desserts.
actually one of my favorite moments now that it's passed was the one episode where we were on the sand dunes.
Yeah.
We were coming down the sand dunes, and it was the funnest. It was so much fun, and it was great. The weather was amazing until it started storming.
I mean, we all took cover except for you.
Everyone took cover, and it was great. And we were like, yes, we're wrapped at 6 p.m. We've been up for like 16 hours, and we were like, wait.
Camille.
Just Camille.
Just Camille. We forgot we have one last shot, and it's you coming down the sand dune with a GoPro, blah, 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 and it's storming. And I'm just like,
But also, because it was storming, at least the sand wasn't like scattering everywhere, like it got into Dobby's mouth.
Oh man, it was in my
How
contact.
did that taste, bro?
It tasted like New Zealand.
Like sand.
No, seriously, I still like when I take a shower, I still find sand from that day, like in my
and the moral support was great because the guys looked at me and they were like, ha 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 ha.
I'm pretty sure I was asleep, so I didn't laugh at it. But I was asleep and cozy.
Yeah, you had to laugh for the team. So you've spent a lot of time in the suit now, but what was it like that first time you put it on and you were like, I'm a Power Ranger? What was that like?
hot and sweaty. It was very, the suit's very thick, it's very hot, and I was like so nervous. Like the first time I was under the suit was here at Morphicon when we got like announced 2 years ago. And so I had all these nerves. I was worried because you guys are great, but like there's a lot of people in here. So I was definitely very nervous. It was like the first big public appearance I'd ever done. So and doing it in this really thick polyester suit. So the sweat was real, but like I can say I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this.
I'd say the first time I put on the suit was to film my morph, and there had been so much anticipation leading up to it, and I was just itching to put it on. It's just like, come on, Dad. Like, I knew in the beginning, but nobody else did, so I was like, all right, let's do it. And then once I put it on, I was like, gosh, this is tight. But it was incredible. I mean, I think I legitimately shed tears, which was, a common occurrence on set, I'd say. But yeah, just filming that and being like in the color and seeing it and being like, oh, it's actually happening. Oh my gosh.
And it's really rewarding as an actor too, because like when I was, from the time I was like 3 or 4 years old, I was that kid that was going out in his backyard or his front yard, dressed up as whoever I looked up to, whether it was a Power Ranger. I was a Power Ranger 2 years ago for Halloween. I was a Jedi. I was Superman. So it was like really rewarding to kind of go back to that and find that excitement that really attracted me to acting to begin with. And like, as an actor, that's probably the most gratifying thing that you can ever experience.
Wearing spandex.
Yeah, wearing spandex.
As you guys know, like I'm not a stranger to spandex, but that day, that day I got to put on the Blue Ranger suit 2 years ago, and the boots had my name on it, and the jacket, the suit had my name on it, and I was like, finally, this is it. I'm putting on my suit, and that was overwhelming. And I'm pretty sure as soon as I walked from the door to here and then out, I was like, I just blacked out. I don't remember what happened. It was great. I'm sure it was great. I don't remember what happened.
Oh, it's incredible. So what would you say is the best part of being a Power Ranger?
Saying it's Morphin time.
That's a pretty good
I mean, it's what we get to see a lot of the kids. Like, we had a kid come to set one day, Big Chip arranged it, and it was, we had so much fun hanging out with him, and just, he was telling us all the stories of what he liked and what he had seen, and I think sharing those stories with all of you guys, that to me is pretty amazing.
Yeah, being a fan of Power Rangers as children and then getting to don the costume itself, so like from fan to Ranger, it's an incredible feeling because you know all those hours you watched it weren't wasted because they were research.
I think the best part is the fact that the things that we focus on as Power Rangers on our show are completely and totally 100% positive. And there's a lot of content out there in general today, and a lot of it's negative, a lot of it preaches negative things that you don't really want kids or really anyone to be focusing on, but we are all about teamwork and friendship and helping each other and finding any way to do that.
Thanks, Chip.
So, thank you, Chip.
Yeah, I have a super savvy response, but you know, it's time for reflection. 100% the best part about the last 2 years for me is the people. Because you know, when like I had no idea what to expect when I was really entering this journey, but I moved to New Zealand with these amazing young people that we're gonna stay in touch for the rest of our lives. I made lifelong friendships. I made lifelong friendships with crew members in New Zealand, and then Chip Lynn, I gotta shout him out. He was the best boss, showrunner that anybody could ask me.
Chip first had us all together at Saban, and he was telling us the storyline. He was acting it out himself and just really putting emotion behind it. You knew he cared about this. This isn't just a job. This is a lifestyle. This is something that means so much to him and to all of you and all of us. So
it's a family.
Yeah, and it's contagious too, because anybody can force themselves to study something, but when you're really interested in it, that's when you really create the nuances that I think makes something memorable and transcendent. And I think that really is something that's true to our season. And I think I can't say enough good things about everybody that we worked with. It's unreal.
Now, really quickly, before we kick things over to audience Q&A, so start thinking about your burning questions now. How would you describe the upcoming season when it returns to Nickelodeon August 20th, the second half of the season? How would you describe that in one word?
It gets crazy.
Feels.
Awesome.
I guess awesome.
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 Yeah, awesome. More phenomenal. That's what
Fantastic. So, guys, let's start lining up for some audience Q&A. I'd love to take some of your questions. I believe we have some microphones lined up, so please cue orderly. No pushing, no shoving. I believe they're taking some questions now. On my left, your right, stage left.
All right, I love it. It's like in-person Twitter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have someone up there with a?
I see that helpful Manny shirt.
Yeah, can we get her a stepladder?
Apple box, half an apple.
I like that shirt, by the way. I have one in green. Yoshi hooked us up with that. Helpful Manny, right? Yeah, it was
Apple Manny.
Okay, you there. What is your name and what is your question? Hello.
Thank you.
Hi.
Can you hear? I don't know. My name's Amanda, and I just wanted to.
No.
Oh, hi, Yoshi. I'm actually part of your Yoshi army. My question is like, this is like one of the best seasons I've ever seen, like both Dino Charge and Supercharge.
He's all chip right there.
Thank you, Chip. I want to know, like, what is like the best part of like filming a season like this?
It's kind of cool that we go back to dinosaurs because that's what we grew up with. I'm sure all of us grew up with dinosaurs, and it's kind of cool to be back in that realm.
Yep.
You know, to be, I guess, prehistoric. But it's also like really fun that we got to play so many different characters. Like Chip went out on a limb, and we had the knight, the caveman, the prince. So we just went all over the place, and he made it work, and it was a lot of fun to do.
And that's something that's tough too for a kids' TV show to have a character with really kind of a language barrier. Like it's tough to pull off, but I think that it was really a cool character, and like it definitely worked out.
Well, thanks, man.
You did a good job, Yoshi.
Good job, Yoshi. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you there. What is your name and what is your question?
My name is Noah, and my question pertains to video and print industry. I don't know. What do you think Shelby sees in Tyler like? What traits does she see in him? One more time. So,
What does Shelby see in Tyler? And Shelby was always looking for belonging. She wasn't the kid at school who was super popular or had like a ton of friends. She wasn't widely loved, she was deeply loved by this family. And Tyler was a person to bring that together. So for her, Tyler was a person to bring her into a place of belonging.
What is your name and what is your question?
My name is Dominic Zago, and I got a question for, and I got a question for, can you hi? Hi. Before you got the role of Shelby, were you a fan of the Power Rangers franchise?
Yeah, I was a fan. Who wasn't a fan? When I was growing up, I'd, watch it. Obviously, I was a Pink Ranger for Halloween, but I never thought in a million years I would end up here.
That's good.
And it is the best blessing that I could possibly have ever wished for.
Yeah, especially when we all grew up watching Power Rangers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I know you. You write to me all the time.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Send my headphones.
All right, you there. What is your name and what is your question?
my name is John, and no question. I just want to say thank you guys for everything you do. I watch it all the time. I talk about it on my channel. You guys are awesome. You're great, and you rock.
What's your channel called? What's your channel called?
My channel?
Yeah.
Mr. Weedy Productions.
Check it out.
And thank you, man. Thank you for watching.
It's not possible without you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
This fan base is amazing. It's always been super warm, super receptive, and it's really fun interacting and seeing what you guys, what your opinions are, what you guys think, and it really it doesn't go unnoticed. We really do pay attention to it. It's nice to hear all that praise because it keeps us going on the dog days of the shoot, which it's a long shoot, so it's definitely nice to have such amazing fans.
Fantastic.
To you guys.
Thank you so much.
Hey, somebody asked James a question here so we can
accent. Hi, Mike. Hello. What is your name and what is your question?
My name's Bianca Marie Villalobos.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Bianca.
My question is, what is your favorite scene to shoot?
What is your favorite scene to shoot? Wow.
Action sequences.
Paint.
My favorite was the first time I got to say it's Morphin time. I think it was a really, really hard day, all in all, but yeah, that was like one of the hardest days. That was the beginning, the in the beach. It was pretty tough just because of like how cold and windy it was.
It was a tough day.
But in the morning, I got my sign, and the very last page it said, "Coda, it's Morphin time," and I was like, "Today's the day."
Did I tell you guys when I watched the playback, and it was the Peter episode when he was running out of the cave? When I watched that playback, I gained a whole new respect for Yoshi.
That day was freezing at the beach. And he was like in little shorts, his shirt was all ripped, and like no shoes.
So the tide was coming in, so he was like getting wet from the waves and stuff. It was
No, we were.
I was in my zone. I was like,
It was
happy
intense.
places.
The sun was setting, so we literally had like probably 10 minutes to film that. So the director was like, "Yoshi, are you ready?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like,
Ruined my whole life.
It was hilarious. It was like Baywatch meets Caveman. It was hilarious.
It was really cool acting with Brennan and Yoshi because of how big they are as fans of this as well. And so their passion just was non-stop the whole time. So it was obviously fun to work with everybody, but it was just cool to see their dreams come true.
And it makes the show better than anyone else, too.
Yeah, exactly. So we had a lot of questions for them, obviously for Chip.
Oh yeah, we were in this room like every day.
Does this make sense? Should we do this? Like,
My personal favorite was I was telling Brian this. My two favorite like blocks, which is like 3 episodes that we film at a time. My two favorite blocks were my origin story when I was on the farm and how I bonded with my inner Jim, saving my dog, and then the finale was really cool too. Because it's just so gratifying. We filmed it like a month before we left, but it was still like really cool to tie everything together. It's gonna be epic. Check it out. Saturday. Stay tuned. Only on Nick.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right.
Hey guys,
Hey.
my name's Max, and I'm, well, in my opinion, this has been one of the greatest seasons we got since Saban bought back the rights and everything. My question is, if you guys got to team up with any Ranger team or Ranger, who would it be?
Time Force and
Money Morning.
It might
Just the Lord. Maybe SPD too. I don't know. I can't decide. Never mind.
Dare I say Ninja Steel?
Just a couple seconds.
All right.
That's it.
Hello there.
Hi, my name's John Hale from the Armored Rangers.
What's up?
That's a dope costume.
That is
Thank you.
I like the color.
So my question, I like behind the scenes stuff. What is your most embarrassing moment on set?
That's a long-winded question.
For me personally, it was when I first filmed my opening sequence. I don't know if you can tell in the opening credits, but I'm crying. I was incredibly nervous, my first, professional gig, and they're like, all right, so now look at the camera and smile. And I was like, what? What do you mean? So I had to shoot it over and over again. There's this, camera on a track rolling towards my face. They're like, turn your head there, smile. And then I start sobbing, and they have to fix my makeup, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, guys. It's so complicated. It got better from there, I promise, but that was embarrassing.
episode yet to come, so I can't really talk about it, unfortunately. Sorry. Tweet me about it.
Stay tuned.
Will they know it when they see it?
Probably. There are a lot of moments that they'll never see. But I think a lot of the best moments that were behind the scenes were the days where we were super tired in the Dino Cafe and there was food involved and it always ended up getting thrown.
It always ended up in somebody's
And
face.
you know, we just went from mature adults to straight up third graders.
Lack of sleep will do that to you.
Yeah, and we just play with each other and have so much fun.
And I hate to keep throwing Camille under the bus. But her tripping honestly was awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your question. Unfortunately, we only have time for one more question. I know, but don't worry, we have some really cool stuff coming up after this. This is not the end. We have some cool surprises, so trust me, it's going to be great.
So much pressure on me.
Yeah, you got it. Good.
First off, I would say, hi guys, I go by Red, the color Red, which is easy to remember.
I like it. It's not red.
Anyway, it's definitely one of my most favorite seasons out of all. Really just great acting, great episodes I really love. But first off, this is for all of you, just because also last question. So, what was probably the most hardest thing, or your least favorite episode or scene to film? The hardest thing?
The last
one. Didn't want to let go of each other.
Yeah.
Spoiler
Emotional.
It's like any hard stunt or like falling or something like that you guys had to do that you didn't really want to do.
Just the entire show in general was pretty tough. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, you know, we really pushed our limits. You know, we got through a month early, we trained this amazing stunt team. And I commend everybody because everybody showed that as soon as we got his mind. I think they made a really good project. They really kind of.
Some of the studies were just as hard, if not harder than we did. Definitely.
In the Prince episode, I don't remember that one, but yeah, so when I first come out in the Prince costume, we ended up cutting it out of the episode. I do a backflip and then I run and meet everyone. And I injured my ankle like the week before, so doing the backflip over and over, like I was trying to do it to land it, and she's like telling the director, like one more in each time, so I was getting lower and lower and lower, but didn't make it in the episode, but that was physically probably the most difficult, just because
How many did you do?
I don't know, enough.
I think for me it was just sometimes it was you'd be up super early and it was cold and my costume doesn't really have much room for
warmth.
Yeah, like this was like sleeveless and short shorts.
Well, you were a caveman, so.
Yeah, and the hardest thing is like I had sandals and whenever you like step anywhere, just like it would be wet and that was like the hardest thing for me. But
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Great question.
Now, really quickly, guys, really quickly, folks. Obviously, you guys are a very important part of the Power Rangers fandom. They couldn't do this without you guys, but we can only fit so many people at the Pasadena Convention Center. There's Power Rangers fans all over the world that are actually watching this right now, so we wanted to do them a solid and take one quick question for the people watching on Facebook Live right now.
Hey guys, I'm representing the Facebook Live audience.
They're controlling his actions.
Yes. So they just wanted to know if you could sum up your time filming the past 2 seasons. You know, how would you do it?
Dobby, start us off.
Life-changing, absolutely. I think it was just like a completely different universe, inside and out. I mean, both in terms of Rangers and in terms of being in New Zealand and in terms of being with this cast and with the crew. Like, it was like, looking back, it was kind of like you're in this crazy dream and then you're just like, and you're back. So I think summing it up, it was just like this surreal kind of just blessing, honestly.
That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah. It's like a dream.
Agree. I concur.
Yeah, we still want to say goodbye.
No, seriously, it's like a dream. It's like you're sleeping and you wake up and like, Mom, I had a dream I was a Power Ranger last night. But it's real. It's amazing. Yeah.
Hey, he's
Awesome. Well, thank you, fans at home, for asking that delightful question. I feel the combos in my heart have been thoroughly formed. So, to all the fans. Thank you to the cast for being here today. But before we officially close our panel, we have a few more surprises for you, as I mentioned. So let's take a look at some of these scenes from upcoming episodes of Power Rangers Dino Supercharged, which airs on Nickelodeon starting August 20th, Saturdays at noon.
When a dangerous energy resurfaces, the dark energy formed from pure evil. The Rangers will call on new allies. I am the sword. And new swords. They've uncovered the Titano sword to take on an ancient evil. You don't know what I'm capable of. Activate Dino Charge Ultra Sword. Power Rangers Dino Supercharged. Brand new episodes return Saturday, August 20th.
Be sure to tune and watch the Rangers as they continue to fight to protect the Energems. If you have brunch plans on the 20th, cancel them right now. You have new plans on the 20th. Now, guys, before we let you go, we have one last special sneak peek for you. We wanted to give you a first look at Power Rangers Ninja Steel. Which will debut in January 2017 on Nickelodeon, so let's take a look.
Power Rangers Ninja Steel. The universe's most popular show is broadcast around the galaxy, and the reigning champion Galvanax is sending his best warrior contestants to Earth to steal the mythical ninja power stars so he can rule the universe. Now, a new team of heroes is formed to protect the power stars from falling under his control. Equipped with new ninja powers, dynamic weapons, and towering megazords made from legendary ninja steel, the Power Rangers fight an epic battle to save the galaxy. Face your enemy. Find your power. Let the games begin. Power Rangers Ninja Steel.
How awesome does that look, you guys? How good does that look? All right. Now, guys, I want to do something very special for all of you since you're here with us at Morphicon right now, because we have the opportunity for the first time to meet the cast of the Power Rangers Ninja Steel. But before we do that, once you're a Power Ranger, you're always a Power Ranger. Once you are a Power Ranger, you're part of the Power Rangers family. So I'm going to ask the cast of Dino Supercharged, the current family members, to help introduce the new family members that will be joining us in Power Rangers Ninja Steel. So I've got some envelopes. It's going to be kind of like the Oscars, but way cooler. So, Brandon.
All right. So I'm assuming I'm reading the Red Ranger.
Hopefully we'll keep some right.
Key. Oh, bro.
All right. Will Schufelt as Brody the Red Ranger. Give him a hand. All right, we have Chance Simpson as Calvin the Yellow Ranger. Give it up.
Oh yeah.
We have Zoe Robbins as
Haley the White Ranger. What?
That's big.
What's going on, Yoshi?
Hey.
All right.
Guys, this is the kind of thing that can only happen here at Morphicon.